Hello everybody, it's Xbox Boy 79 once again here, and today I went to go see Pirates of the Caribbean 4 on Stranger Tides. I'm a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. The first movie is really good, and I really like the second one. But the third one, I'm not gonna lie, was a disaster. It was a really bad movie. It had like two action scenes in the whole thing. One at the beginning and one at the end. So I was kind of scared and a little anxious to see this movie because I was kind of worried that this movie was gonna suck. Um, so I don't know. If I had to give this movie a rating, I'd probably give it like 3 out of 5 stars, maybe 2.8 or something. It's not a bad movie. Like it's not like you feel like you get your money ripped off, but it has some problems. And most notably, I felt like it was just the plot of the second movie made simpler. Because if you look at the villain, in this movie, it's a villain called Blackbeard. And I know a lot about pirates, so I know who Blackbeard was. Um, and Blackbeard died, but they mentioned how he died and how he came back to life, so it doesn't really matter. But the main villain is Blackbeard, and he's a guy with a beard. He's got a kind of unnatural crew that has trouble dying. He has a cool ship that has powers. I mean, compare this to Davy Jones, who has a beard, strange crew that had trouble dying, and you know, a cool ship. And Blackbeard's power is that he can control a ship with his sword. And I really thought that was a lame power, really. Um, it was just, I don't know, it's just not as cool as Davy Jones, who summoned a kraken to defeat anybody who stood in his way. His ship also had teeth. The ship that Blackbeard had was just kind of some regular ship that could be commanded on control. So, really, I thought that the villain wasn't as good this time. And there was a real plot hole in why the villain was doing what he was doing. Because there was some prophecy that someone made about Blackbeard being killed by a one-legged man who, spoiler alert, is Barbossa because he lost his leg because Blackbeard took it off. And I don't know who makes up these stupid prophecies. Maybe the same person who made the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Force. I don't know. But this prophecy says that a guy with one leg will kill Blackbeard. So Blackbeard wants the Fountain of Youth to save him. But like when I heard that, I thought the Fountain of Youth was like something that would give you invincibility. Like you wouldn't, be able to be killed. But really, all it does is take the life years of one person and give them to another. So how does that even save you from getting killed by the Barbossa? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense why his motive is clear. I mean, the Spanish people, who didn't get really any background at all, at least they have a clear motive. They want to destroy the Fountain of Youth. The English want it for some random, generic military purpose, and Penelope, Angelica, which is Penelope Cruz's character, wants it to give her father more life so he can be saved um, by this priest guy. So that's basically the plot of the film, but Blackbeard really isn't that good of a villain. So I kind of didn't feel really any tension or caring when the final moment came. He just kind of felt like a jerk with a red-colored ship. So that was my real main problem with this movie. Other than that, the only real bigger problem with this movie is that I didn't think there needed to be the whole love story between the mermaid and the priest. Also, priests back then weren't supposed to take any, like, women, so that kind of defeats the, I don't know, it's kind of a problem with that. But, that's one thing. Also, I kind of felt like, there was a problem, like, how come they have to get up into the Fountain of Youth by entering through the water at the top of the cave, and then they're sitting there talking, and then they fight, and then the Spanish come, and it's like, how did the Spanish army get in through the portal all at once in a nice, neatly colored formation? Some other things, how do they get the black pearl to a bottle? how did Jack? How did everyone believe Jack was the judge? And how come no one seems capable of shooting Jack? I mean, there's a scene where he's holding these two cups, and he holds them to his face, and someone shoots at him, and it bounces off the cups. It's like, I know muskets are inaccurate, but he's standing like close range. You couldn't go aim the gun down and shoot at his knee or something. I mean, I know this is a family movie, but yeah. And I thought the mermaids were cool, but I didn't like how they started letting one come around and talk and walk. I liked them better when they were just trying to get to eat people. So I would probably give this movie like a B minus. I mean, it's better than World's End. World's End was pretty bad because it was so boring. But this one just felt like, eh. And I guess I kind of like the love story between Jack and Angelica, but I mean, then why does he leave her on the island at the end in the first place? Huh? So many questions. I don't feel like answering all these questions. Why do I have to answer all these questions? It should be told to me. And I mean, my last final complaint is at the very beginning scene when there's some Spanish guys. These Spanish guys are in Spain, but they're not talking in Spanish. They're talking in English. Wait, what? What? That doesn't even make any sense. Shouldn't they just have like them talk in Spanish to some subtitles? Oh well. Well, I should probably put spoiler alert on this video. Okay, I'll do that. And thanks for watching.
Give thanks to the amazing videotaper, Alex.